Oh, well. It's Friday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Tokwe Marco Dige, and with me as usual are my beautiful co-host Akashat Nimatibiri. I don't know why you did not dance when you were feeling. We were feeling the music. You did not dance. It's not like you experienced the traffic that we experienced yesterday.
I tire. It's only at Onikon here.
Are you serious?
You know, someone who is my governor.
No. There was accidents in our own side. That was why we had
accidents is the normal.
Stop flaunting.
Let me flaunt. I even have option. Now, if I'm coming to work, I either follow Papa or follow what's it called, Badagry Expressway.
Genuinely, I'm happy for you. You paid the price for a very long time.
So there was also something that I had worked on that is not working as much as I wanted, which is Loma pickup.
Oh, okay.
So that Badagry road, we should not be having dustbin on the road. Nigerians, we can do better. You know? Thank
you for splitting the blame both ways.
Yes, you can do. No, I agree. You know, I'm always balanced on those things. So every place there's a market. It's annoying how there's no proper collection of waste and how people actually clog the drainages with their waste when they can do better
and they know the impacts.
You know? So the pickup point, well, I can't go there. They don't even have to pay. There's a general waste collection, that big bin that they have at marketplaces. I don't want to mention the market yet, but I'll start calling each market one by one.
If they don't respect themselves.
Yes, but the PSP collector for my estate, I hope he's watching, and the Loma GM, I don't know what's happening to them.
They are not doing their work.
If they even come, they'll now come at 11. Imagine you don't sleep. They hear gigging. Because it's lights out in my house at 9. I'll be thinking it was armed robbery. Then you hear one light, you see maybe it's unhealthy.
They should come.
Sometimes there was a time they came up past 12. And my husband went downstairs because we no go chop the dustbin. Now you come once a week, you still come for midnight. We go meet you, go give you the waste with our humility. But you know, collection should be better managed. It's not doing. It's not. That's the feedback.
All right, we've gotten the good. Road is fine.
Road is fine.
Loma can do better.
Good morning, ladies. Good to be with you all. Something happened to me yesterday. Very interesting, very funny. So yesterday, producer had reached out to me to say, "Oh, you'd be on the show today." I said, "Okay." So at about 3 p.m. was when she called me. So I had just come back from work. So I took a nap, and then I think I took a nap for about maybe 2 hours. I woke up with panic. Like when I woke up, I saw that the day was still bright. In my head, what my brain translated to me was that I had woken up the next morning. I got up. This is not funny. I grabbed the phone. It was 6:30. I said, Jehovah, I am late because of where I stay. I brushed in less than 1 minute. I didn't shower.
You didn't even realize that
this was happening yesterday evening, 6:30 p.m. But you know, iPhone will not show you PM or AM to just show you the time. So I got up, I just brushed less than I didn't take my bath. I put on this same dress. I grabbed my car keys, grabbed jewelry. I started to drive. I was running. I had already driven for like 15 minutes. I realized that the day was getting darker. So I said, wait, if it's morning...
That sleep must have been very sweet.
It's supposed to be getting lighter as the dawn appears. It was getting darker. And I checked my time again, 6:45. I said, hey, I'm very late for this. I said, but hold on, why is it getting darker? So I called someone, because when I call someone and cut it, then I can see if it's AM or PM. It was 6:45 PM. Jesus. And I called my friend. I said, please, are we in morning or we are in night? She said, this is night. That's how I drove back home yesterday night.
Oh my God.
I had already experienced.
I'm telling you.
So I don't know. I think my brain is tired.
Living alone.
I think my brain is tired. My magnesium has finished. So I don't know if I just need to rest, like deep rest. But I'm here again this morning. After I false alarm, I false start.
You're alone at home.
Yes. That's why.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Juma Mubarak, and you know, our road too. That Ogombo Road. Then the potholes. If people want me to continue to come to this show, one day my tires are going to leave my car.
It will not happen.
So please, government, please help us look into it.
They're fixing Abramadesoya. They're fixing that one.
No, but yes, that one. But the from that Abramadesoya to Ogombo, it's very bad. So yesterday I had a meeting with a friend, and when we got there after the show, I was feeling sleepy. So I was not like, what will I do? He now said I should take coffee so that I can, you know, so that I can be active. I took coffee, and since I took that coffee, I've not slept up till now.
Oh my God! Don't go with staff meeting.
I said, God, which kind of meeting be this one? In fact, in the night,
I mean, different kind of coffee that you've not had before.
I don't take coffee because I react to it, but I was like, let me just take just a little low. And I've been awake since yesterday till this morning. In fact, I was the one that did security in my estate. all the sounds, everything. I heard everything.
Magnesium is good. It will help you balance yourself again.
How are you?
Yesterday, let's just thank God. Just say thank God for
thank you, Jehovah.
Because there was an accident that involved like 15 cars.
Oh my God.
A trailer failed brake at Otedola Bridge. And my husband was on that bridge. Like my husband overtook the car and stayed on the side. And then he was just clearing, like he saw as the trailer was clearing all the cars in front of him until he gathered over 15 cars together that stopped him. I'm not sure whether there were fatalities, failed brake, but it was like there were definitely casualties because there was blood everywhere. I just drove himself to the office and he was shaking. He was shaking, like he saw it live. It happened in front of him. And I told him, I've always prayed this prayer in front of you, and I'll say it again. Like it will happen in front of us, behind us, to the left, to the right. We will just be shocked that this thing just happened. It will not befall us. Because at this stage, it is almost every day that there's accidents around that either Kara or Otedola Bridge. Trust God for his faithfulness.
Before you put them
The truck was a rickety truck. Let's take a quick break. When we return, we'll go through the papers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We'll be starting off front page review today with The Nation. Major headline: be proactive and get results. Tinubu orders service chiefs. The CDS pledges armed forces loyalty to defense of democracy. Then in other news we have imported petrol to attract 15% tariff. Jonathan not eligible to contest in 2027, says Justice Salami. Reps probe tax deductions, multiple bank charges, and more. And I really, really look forward to that story. Southwest galvanizes for regional integration. Mining generates 30 billion naira. Then we have some other news, really short. Owando posts 210 billion naira in profit. INEC to verify. ADA, NDP, 6 others, that's new parties. New defections take APC to third majority in House of Rep. So what story are we starting with?
Let me start with the major headlines. So the president yesterday decorated the new service chiefs with new ranks, and starting with the Chief of Defense Staff General. Is it Lieutenant General? Sorry, I've scrolled past. Let me take it from the paper so I don't overdo. But he gave them a new directive. He said they should flush out terrorists with all these new armed groups going, and said it is time to defeat the enemies, clear them off, clear them out. You know, that's the president's words. He said be preemptive, innovative, and courageous. And he said that with this recent new armed groups, Nigeria can no longer allow the insecurity that began to worsen in 2009 to worsen or to continue. He said we're in a hurry to celebrate peace, and he decorated the Chief of Defense Staff, General Olufemi Oloyede, with a new rank of 4-star general, and the Chief of Defense Intelligence, the one he retained from the other team, is now a 3-star general. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shaibu, is a 3-star general as well. The Air Marshal Kevin Aneke, 3-star. Vice Admiral Idi Abbas, the Chief of Naval Staff, is also 3-star. The Lieutenant General Emmanuel Undine Ndeye is the Chief of Defense Intelligence, who was retained, and so he too is now 3-star. their wives also took part in the decoration. That's where the picture they find. Those men, it's as if they knew they would grow up in the ranks in the military. They knew they marry wife when they do picture quality. You
will notice that one definitely.
Congratulations to them, and I hope that things improve.
By God's grace. Yeah.
All right.
I have the story on lawmakers probing tons of tax deductions. And now, according to reports, the House of Representatives yesterday inaugurated an ad hoc committee to investigate the deduction of taxes and sundry charges from the earnings of civil servants as well as public servants, and then multiple bank charges imposed on customers' accounts across the country. Now, speaking at the event, the chairman of the committee, Honorable Kelechi Mwogo, he said that the committee has been established to respond to mounting concerns from ordinary citizens, civilians, and Nigerians over the growing complexities and inconsistencies in tax deductions and banking fees. He said that this was a commitment to transparency, fairness, and accountability, noting that the House could no longer ignore the frustrations of citizens who suffer unexplained deductions from their salaries and bank accounts. This is a story that we can all relate with. Sometimes if you take your time to do an audit of the debits on your account, ridiculous terms that you do not understand, the way they are tagged, you're like, make it make sense.
50%, I beg, 50 naira they collect over every transaction.
It's ridiculous.
Honestly, in a month, 1,000.
I don't understand.
I mean, every transaction is not hot.
Yes, literally
Based on the transactions, some is 50, some is 100. Based on amount,
it's different. That's different charges. There is CBN's own that they collect that is non-negotiable.
Yes, there's one that annoyed me. On my birthday, they sent me a message. Happy birthday. They removed the money for that.
They don't charge 1,000 plus for SMS. SMS is 4 naira.
They should not
ask me 6 naira. Even if you total it in a month, Koyeko 1,000. Koyeko 100 naira.
Don't wish me happy birthday. Topic maybe next week.
We should. It's my Orange Bank. I'm rethinking their matter seriously.
We should.
All right. The import duties.
Yes, so I have the story of the imported petrol to attract 15% tariff. They said a 15% tariff has been slammed on imported petrol and diesel.
Interesting.
This was proposed by the Federal Inland Revenue Service, that's the boss, executive chairman of the FIRS, that's Mr. Zach Adedeji, and it was now approved by the president. The president approved it. They said that it was learned that the tariff was imposed to protect local refineries with the intention to stabilize the downstream markets. And they said implementation would commence after a 30-day transition window, allowing importers to adjust cargoes already in transit and ensuring a smooth rollout without market disruption. They also outlined that there's a need to support ongoing reforms by boosting local refining, ensure price stability, and strengthen the Naira-based oil economy in line with the administration's renewed hope agenda for energy security and fiscal sustainability. He said the core objective of this initiative is to operationalize crude transactions in local currency, strengthen local refining capacity, and ensure a stable, affordable supply of petroleum products across Nigeria. Awesome. They said petrol pump price will still remain at the range of 964.72 naira per litre, and it's still at the same par with other countries. As Senegal, they said 1.76 per litre. I think this law is very good, so as to discourage importation of us, to encourage
local
people,
production.
Yes, to
fantastic. We'll take a quick
buy
break
from the local refineries.
When we return, we'll continue front page review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
For hearts. Hope now the mama wey dey fry akara, we see the reason say tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija, your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to East Flash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on SocialVille.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Helper. I know that. Then we know rest.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys.
E-Splash give you the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
From Lagos to the world, TVC Communications has been nominated for its very first international award, the prestigious AIB. It's a recognition of our voice, vision, innovation, and relentless drive to push beyond boundaries. TVC Communications, Nigerian excellence on the world stage.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We're still continuing with front page review and now we're moving on to the Punch. Major headline. Petrol soars above 1,000 naira per litre as Tinubu okays 15% import tariffs. Federal government moves to protect Dangote local refineries from cheap imports. Fuel importers face tighter margins. As Bayelsa Deputy Governor sues Assembly over impeachment plots. Owando records a 164% surge in profit after tax. And over 30 states rely on federal allocations. COP, 4 others die in Lagos-Ibadan crash. Party registration, INEC disqualifies 6 political groups. EFCC and NFIU launch crackdown on alleged coup funders. And then US defense Soyinka's visa revocation. So what story are we
Let's take that
starting
story
with?
on the revocation,
Yeah, please. We took it yesterday.
All right, so the United States Embassy in Lagos has stated that the visas granted by the country, that is the United States, to foreign nationals are based on privilege. It's a privilege, it's not a right. The U.S. consulate in Lagos made this clarification on Thursday when it was responding to inquiries from some journalists, and they said that they could not discuss the details of this particular visa for confidentiality reasons. He says, under U.S. law, visa records are generally confidential. We will not discuss the details of this individual visa case. He also mentioned that visas can be revoked at any time at the discretion of the United States government, noting that they're a privilege. Every country, including the United States, can determine who enters its borders. Visas may be revoked at any time at the discretion of the government whenever circumstances warrant.
However, you write this thing because what you said yesterday, exactly.
All in people where they expect them for US. Don't expect me. I don't have visa.
It's a privilege of visiting the US. I bet me will take what EFCC and NFIU they do. So the EFCC, the military probing the alleged attempted coup that they refused to confirm by the federal government, are working with the EFCC and the NFIU, that's Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, to unravel financial flows linked to individual accused of bankrolling this plot, the coup plot. And so the Punch is on the matter. They were investigating. They said some indications showed that bank accounts of some of the suspects might have been frozen by the authorities as part of the probe, which one of their links says is part of procedure, standard procedure in such a case. But multiple sources familiar with probe confirmed that the EFCC and the NFIU are carrying out forensic investigation on bank accounts of the soldiers, the 16 soldiers and the civilians involved in the plot to overthrow the government. The investigation will cover transaction analysis, including reviewing deposits, withdrawals, and transfers to identify suspicious patterns, tracking of account activity over time, identify the origin of funds, and determining the true owners of accounts under probe. In the same story, underneath the story says that the army shakes up top ranks and redeploys 67 generals. So the newly appointed Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shaibu, on Thursday effected a major reshuffle where the statement released by the acting director of Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Apollonia Anele, she says that the redeployment is intended to strengthen leadership and improve command efficiency. So there will be new shake-up, new appointments with them.
Fantastic.
The details of it are in the pod for those that...
okay, so I have the Owando gist. They said Indigenous Energy Group, Owando PLC, has recorded a 164% increase in profit after tax at the end of the third quarter, which rose to 210 billion from 76 billion naira in the same period of 2023. This was released, the firm released these unaudited results for the 9 months ended September 30, 2025, which it filed with the Nigerian Exchange and Johannesburg Stock Exchange. They said that Owando's performance was driven by stronger production volumes and operational efficiency. But however, the group's revenue declined by 20% year on year to 2.5 trillion from 3.2 trillion in 2024.
I can read the details.
They also said that...
let them read it in the paper.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, so you have a story. No. All right, so there was an accident that took place in Kara Bridge. And this is coming, there's been like 3 accidents or 4 accidents back to back within Kara and Otedola. A police officer died in this accident. A police inspector and 4 others were killed in multiple collisions that occurred at Kara Bridge area of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Emergency responders got to the bridge. It was based on speeding and brake failure. The one that my husband witnessed, speeding, brake failure. And this was 24 hours before another truck also had a collision in Otedola based on speeding and brake failure. 40 trucks catching fire. The challenge of old trucks on our roads is causing loss of lives, and we need to stop them.
Yes, but that
we need to stop them.
Otedola Bridge too. Something
if the brake of your car, of your truck is good, you won't have accidents there. So it just means the cars are not strong. Moving on to Daily Sun, we need to stop it completely. If a car is old and rickety, it shouldn't be on our roads. Daily Sun major headline: Tinubu gives new military chiefs marching orders. We've taken that story already. Nigeria's Konga CEO, Group CEO, Prince Eke, wins Forbes Euro Knowledge Global Awards. In other news, federal government to close single window policy implementation at port, says Shetima. NLC furious over move to amend NSTIF ECA Act, vows to resist plans. Adeleke accuses federal government of withholding Osun local government's allocation for political reasons. Tinubu approves 4 trillion naira bond to clear power sector debts as defection. Presidency APC, Governor APC Working Committee to receive Diri on Monday. There's another story. Okay, so we've taken that already. The fuel hike.
Operators.
Which one?
Differ on state's capacity. Do you take that?
Okay.
No, it's not in the sun here on the headline, okay. But you can take it quickly.
Oh, okay. I think it's there.
Do we have any?
I have the story. Okay, so the federal government, of course, they were at the 20th anniversary of the Nigerian Electricity Regulation Commission, and they, sort of reiterated their support for state government to now regulate power.
So it was in Vanguard.
Yes. It's in Vanguard.
Yes, continue.
Okay, don't snap the wrong thing. Well, that's the basis of what they said. They reiterated that the Nigerian Electricity Act allows state government to regulate power, and so they're leveraging on that. And the Minister of Power was represented by the Director of Distribution, Umar, of the NERC, of the Ministry of Power, sorry. And he says that there's need for collaboration between the tiers of government and private sector to boost power supply. And so they act as a powerful tool, as ensured this by law. And so
there's another power story, the debt being cleared. Who has that story?
I have that story. So Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has approved the payment of over 4 trillion naira debts owed the electricity market. And this is a long-standing liability that has crippled operations and discouraged new investments in Nigeria's power sector. Now, according to the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, he disclosed this on Thursday at the event marking the 20th anniversary of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, in Abuja. He explained that the President's approval to cover this 4 trillion naira bond to clear the verified debts is a move that is aimed at restoring liquidity and stability to the sector. He also noted that this will also deepen reforms to strengthen the financial and operational capacity of discos in our country.
Fantastic. Our final paper for today, Vanguard. Major headline, give us results, not excuses, Tinubu tells service chiefs. We've taken that story already. And let me look for a story that we haven't taken.
The Konga guy.
What? Konga. The Konga person story, yes. And history as Konga, yes, the making of history, Konga Group CEO.
So I have the story. They said the Nigerian's biggest entrepreneur and group, that's the Group Chief Executive Officer of Konga, Africa's fastest growing e-commerce powerhouse, that's Prince Nnamdi Ekele, last weekend made history for himself and the nation as he was honored with 2 global awards of distinction by Forbes and Euro Knowledge. Fantastic. They said the Oxford-trained Prince Ekele, who had the privilege of giving the fire starter speech inside the House of Lords, London, venue of the event, was bestowed with the distinguished Euro Knowledge Award for emerging leadership in digital transformation, e-commerce, digital infrastructure and financial technology, as well as Forbes Best of Africa E-commerce Leadership Award 2025 for his extraordinary contribution to Africa's digital economy. He is the first African of his age to receive such double honors in one night.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
congratulations to him.
Yeah, congratulations. This is a very fantastic one.
We'll be taking a break now. We'll be cutting off though first to join the live broadcast of the ongoing CDS General Christopher Musa holding the Mogadishu cantonment in Abuja right now. Viewers can continue watching Your View by scanning the QR code showing on the screen right now. We'll take a break. When we return, we go into our topic. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Confidence is important.
From Lagos to the world, TVC Communications has been nominated for its very first international award, the prestigious AIB. It's a recognition of our voice, vision, innovation, and relentless drive to push beyond boundaries. TVC Communications, Nigerian excellence on the world stage.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith.
Believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect,
Sound, are you ready?
and the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. A viral video has sparked outrage online after Ebonyi lawmakers Honorable Chinedu Oga was seen empowering his constituents with just 500 naira to start business. Supporters argue that at least he showed up and gave something in the tough economy, a gesture that they say many politicians don't bother with. But critics say that the move is both insulting and embarrassing, calling it a mockery of true empowerment and a sign of how low political accountability has sunk. That the big question now is 500 naira empowerment or pure humiliation. What do you make of the beneficiaries that were queuing up to collect 500 naira from their representative in the government? What are your thoughts on this viral video? We'd like you to share your thoughts. Join us on the conversation by calling us on 020-1635-2013 or 090-2416-3440. You could also tweet to us on x.com, #YourViewTVC, so we can hear from you. We're streaming on YouTube as well, so we can also read comments from there. Now, this... let me not even preempt the conversation. Let me hear from the ladies. Do you see it as empowerment or humiliation?
It's an admission of failure on the part of the politicians. That's the way I see it. You know, so whenever we call out the hardship, people either discuss whether it's hard enough, it's not that bad, or we're tightening our belt, we'll get there. But when a politician comes out in such an undignified way to undignify his citizens, and give them this ridiculous, humiliating amount is an admission of that hardship everybody has been talking about from him. That's the way I see it, you know. And I'm going to compare him without reservation to other politicians, his mates. We saw the videos of Senator Ogun West, Yayi. I was at the Senator Adebule's Lagos West. Give back to her constituents.
Those are senators. This is House of Rep.
The same thing. You know, other House of Reps. We saw Yayi's pictures. Anybody can Google it. So to the extent that somebody covered it, was her name Adiola, this influencer, she covered it and talked about how impactful it was. Because when you don't ridicule your constituents, you make extra effort at what you want to give them. You give them tax, credit. You give them, facilities that will help them do their business, skills that will help them grow, things like that. But when we see this give back that are usually wheelbarrow in nature, bed in nature, it worries me.
Tokenization.
Token it, and you could not even talk. I was critical of I saw the one Kano State Governor did for his people. He said he shared about 250 million amongst his people, and each person was going to get 5,000 naira each. They allowed them.
And you still yabbed it.
I yabbed it.
And now you're not seeing another level.
5,000 would, but this level,
it's low below low.
As in, he shut up my mouth, But I look at it, I said, well, this man is admitting the hardship. He himself cannot afford something that will empower his people. Because now 500 naira cannot take you to collect the money and back home. He cannot even give you a full meal a day. Even if he gives you akpu, he will not give you soup. He can buy you akpu, but there will be no soup.
I honestly think that my time will be better spent and better utilized, more constructively, if we talk about some of the most pressing issues that beguile the people of Ebonyi State. I will go into the sentiments of this abysmal conduct later. So right now we know that there are very high rates of poverty and multidimensional deprivation in the state. There is lack of access to health. There is lack of access to sanitation and clean water. We have a high rate of youth unemployment and underemployment. Many young people lack meaningful jobs or pathways to entrepreneurship in Ebonyi State. The economy still relies on agriculture and raw material production, but there's no value addition, no modernization or linkages to markets. And then there was a 2025 study that was done in Ebonyi that disclosed that local government areas in Ebonyi there is no availability of medical equipment in primary health facilities. It falls way below acceptable levels. So some local government areas had only 30% of needed equipment, and human resources for health are extremely low, as little as 6% in some areas. I can go on and on. Potable water is still a big problem. Rural electrification is still a big problem in certain state, local government areas in Ebonyi State. So I do not understand. These are the things that we are supposed to be tackling, and then you think that it's okay to deprive people of basic human dignity. And I would also say that, see, if you do not realize, people need to realize you were made in God's image and likeness. I think that's the greatest privilege that any human could have ever been bestowed with. The fact that you and I were made in God's image and likeness. And so if any human tries to dehumanize you, sometimes it's really up to you to say, no, I will not stand for this. I deserve better. I would rather, there's something called a sense of pride. I would rather eat sand. I would rather struggle through my teeth than to condescend, stoop so low, to have myself to become a pawn used in whatever game this is. I deserve better. I understand that poverty is seething. It is palpable. It is real. But you see, sometimes it is up to you as a human to say, no, this is where I draw the line. In that video, you can see young men who are capable of work, who can enjoy hours. You can see there's a little boy who should be in school who was by his mother. So the Mr. Oga gave the mom 500 and gave the boy. It is the most heartbreaking video I have seen in recent times. And the fact that the camera was played, I don't understand what purpose this was supposed to serve. If not to dehumanize and make, like, people are already struggling, people contend with so much, and you do this.
Lower than me.
So, first of all, what I'm just going to say here is that, you know, why people will go, they will be like, let me go and collect my own parts. No matter how small it is, let me just go and collect. It's free after all. So that's the reason why you see people who will go and queue up just to collect the money. It's not like it's going to solve anything. But my problem here is this kind of people is because there's nobody to hold them accountable. If there's someone to hold them accountable and like, okay, this is the amount of money that has been, you know, given to your constituency, and you are not using it to do what you are supposed to do. By now, all of this, because I don't know the thought process, how do you sit down and think of something like this and say and think that that money is enough to empower anybody? 500 naira. What will 500 naira do? It, as far as I'm concerned, just like what they wrote here, is an insult. It will not solve any problem. And then you now allow your people to come and line up under the sun. That kind of person should have been even taken out. Like, what I mean by taking out is they should remove him from that position, because obviously he doesn't have, he does not have the solution to their problems. So why is he there? We know, we Nigerians, we have power. We have the power to remove anybody that is not serving us. Like, there was a time from one local government I saw them, they wrote a petition. They said they don't want this guy to be their house, their rep. You should not represent them. They wrote a letter and everything. They sent it to all the rights, and they handled it somehow. But they did not take him out of the office, but he became more responsible. So the thing is, we need to hold some people accountable, because this same person that did this must have had a manifesto. He must have gone to that. He must have told them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Then for him to come out now and start giving them 500 naira, they are supposed to collect that 500 and stone him back with it. Honestly.
So
it's annoying.
The thing is, Honorable Chinedu Oga, I want to believe that the Honorable gave 500 naira for transport fare back home, that there was empowerment, that money was now transport, that money is not the empowerment. Like, that 500 naira could not have been the empowerment. That was transport fare after the empowerment program. So
hear of it.
This is me hoping that there must be something else. Maybe he invited them to a conference for empowerment, or maybe he invited, there was a training empowerment, and that 500 naira was like a transport home. But like Nima said, maybe because we're in Lagos, 500 naira feels like it cannot even transport you.
No, it can't.
Anywhere right now.
Petrol is one, right? I'm just trying to
make sense of it all.
Because
let me help you.
I've struggled with the idea of 500
Let me try
naira.
and help you, because I'm also trying to see if there's a side to it. It's not the first one now. You know, during COVID, I talked about the people who came to Abuleado. One of my fish seller, they all made them queue. They did the photo ops and they drove off with all the
they didn't give them anything.
Palliative that they brought. Yes, they didn't give them nothing. They made them queue the entire stretch of Abuleado towards Straight Fair. Take the pictures, drove down, drove in, made them stand. Then they arranged the palliative in a car. They cut that. They gave one person and then gave two persons, and then they drove off.
So I think that the politicians, our politicians like the queue. It makes them feel
so they
important.
Come, they take pictures, they take videos.
And when you post pictures and there is a massive crowd waiting on you, it makes it look like you have influence. So sometimes that money is a bait, so that you can gather people together and have that picture.
So if you come from that place of
exploitation,
your ego, you want to feel, you know, that you've done something. You need to see that you have done something. You will fall in under that, and I want to believe maybe he's a first-time lawmaker, because his seniors at the bar, they would have used their constituency project for this kind of things. They do better, you know. But he has very arable land. Imagine an agriculture grant that empowers them to farm. Make a boy,
give them seedlings.
Position a boy, yes,
give them seedlings.
See, I don't like to talk about it too, but you see that governor in Kogi, he did seedlings. He gave people seedlings for those who were farming. He gave somebody that I know, poultry farmer, not only feed, birds. And I saw that she couldn't even handle it by herself. She had to go and share the remaining of these chicks for her friends too to farm. Then they gave them food. It was for zero.
That's
credit.
empowerment.
Yes, that's so when they want to sell, the state will still empower them to, to be able to sell for value.
Give me
by
sweet
taking
corn,
it up.
seedling of 500.
Imagine that.
And then I will plant it, I will sell,
Imagine
I'll make
that.
more money.
So I don't think that, he's done his critical thinking around this empowerment thing. Think and well.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break. When we return, maybe we would advise.
We will compare him till the end of the show.
No, we would advise.
He's reminding me of
Stay with us, we'll be right back.
I'm telling you, plenty.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
You guys, this was the gist about Irasta and Rema now. You day wine. It's all over my FYP. But me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
Oh, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like, they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, and that's on period.
Like, I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment. I low-key feel like an insider right now. I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always clock it. Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Good morning, everyone. It's a new day. Veronica, where are you at this time?
I am here. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Hi, Olamide.
Hey guys, I'm just at the rooftop, keeping my finger on the pulse and my eye on the street.
Hey Toma, good morning. Hope you're up and ready for the show today.
Yeah, I just got to the office now. Have you contacted Abuja?
Hello guys, we are set and right on our way to the studio.
And the guest is standing by.
Hi, Ria.
I'm almost ready. Just let me get my glam for the show.
Good morning, Ibrahim. What about the dailies?
I just grabbed the papers. I'm on my way.
Good morning, guys.
Right. Nobody knows how the day will go, but every day starts with breakfast.
Start your day right here on TVC Breakfast every weekday from 7 a.m. only on TVC News.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. So we've been trying to understand, like we're confused about how the Honorable Oga was able to gather people as an empowerment project and give them 500 naira. And we were thinking, I was like, okay, what if he had given them seedlings so that they would go and, go and cultivate it? I realized that, what's the name of, I told you I watched Singapore's documentary. And because I watched this documentary, I realized that there was acute poverty when Singapore was...
when they look at you.
Yes, when they started. But he never gave palliative. He never gave food. He never gave nothing.
I think that's a better empowerment.
He never. What he did was to provide job for them and then ensure that 20% of your salary must go. I collect 20% from your salary, everybody, to provide you accommodation. Like he ensured they were working, but if you don't work, you cannot get anything. Because I think this empowerment culture we have in Nigeria is creating a subservient, I don't want to think, let government just give me something. So my dad came to the house last week and I said, where is mommy? He said, I dropped that. I said, what happened? He said, she's queuing up for 50,000 naira to Noble money. I'm like, and you did not go and queue up. Daddy, 50,000 naira, see pride though. See, Daddy, you're proud. 50,000 naira is not small money, you should queue up. Only for my mom to come back and say that, After 1 hour standing on the queue, because it's for old people, and you're standing. After 1 hour standing, she was like, this 50,000 naira is not worth the body pain I will feel after. We need our politicians might have good ideas, but we need to treat human beings with dignity. We need to be kind to ourselves. If you want to give me palliative, don't make me stand under the sun for 3 hours. Don't let me sing plenty campaign song. Let me not sing praises because you want to give me rice. Like, give me, if you want to give me something, give me with dignity. Give me with a way I will still have pride in myself that this is a temporary season where I'm just collecting food. Later, I'll be able to give this out. We need to start changing our process of empowerment. I remember us discussing in the show where somebody gave wheelbarrow.
Yes, there was
and
there was one
that gave and I said this is not empowerment. But when we've seen how low has gone below low, it feels like that is a big empowerment to give wheelbarrow, because at least they will have something to work
things
with
around and
they are earning money from
cash. I honestly feel that this speaks to a bigger problem in politics and governance. You know, it's so obvious to us now that people who say that they took on the mantle or they obeyed the call to serve, it's mostly about theatrics and showmanship. So they want to create this illusion. They want to paint this picture of, oh, you know, I'm all for the good of the people. But behind the scenes, when it comes down to it, we can see that there are two things. It's either you're clueless or you really are there for the wrongest reasons. For the wrongest reasons. You and I know, even we that are not lawmakers or in positions of authority, we know where the highest and best use of funds can go to, where it will create the biggest impact. Food, you know, shelter. These are basic human needs that people are grappling with. And so when you want to empower and you have come in close contact with the suffering and the travails that people are dealing with, you know for a fact, you operate at grassroots, you're in constant communication with your local government people, you know what the pressing needs are. You should be able to address these needs, you know, at every per time. But for you to do this, it just shows that I feel like it's a very wicked, callous thing to do. Honestly.
Let me take David, who has called into the show. Good morning. Welcome to the show. So sorry, we lost the call.
Okay, so I think we're not showing good example. Most of the governors are not doing anything. So I'm very sure that's why some governors are not doing much. So some of them are not doing what they are supposed to do. And because of that, they can't even hold the others below them accountable. So when I was coming today, I read in the papers where they're like some states generate revenue for themselves. Most governors have not put things in place that will generate revenue for their states. They said about 30 states depend on the federal
100%.
government, on the federal government for their allocation.
We're talking about the budget release.
Yes.
So it's only five.
Only five can sit on their own and generate money on their own.
But so it just shows that creativity is not taking place.
It's not taking place.
Let's take this call. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Good to have you back.
Good morning. My name is Joseph.
Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm calling from Benin.
Oh, welcome.
Okay. That politician that gave 500 naira, was he voted in? If he's voted in, they need to call him in order. They need to withdraw that certificate from him.
We'll call him.
Because he's a very wicked man. How can you go and crash people? I'm on the air. Crash people and come give them 500 naira. 500 naira, I cannot even pay transport from where you are coming from. So that person needed to vote out. You don't want it. Thank you. That's my contribution.
So I wanted to talk about the philosophy of this palliative thing and how it disempowers the people who benefit from it. Because based on the documentary talk where referred again, you give them the skill to fish as opposed to giving them fish quarterly because they will remain hungry, remain forward, waiting for the fish and always dependent on you. And that way they cannot question you. And it's a game of palliative here where we are from, as opposed to empowering people to do better for themselves. Ebonyi is not even one of the states where this kind of thing should happen. Honestly. There are people before all of this civilization, they didn't beg to feed, they were farmers. Nobody there will come and beg you to feed. everybody will bring. One person can be hungry. Somebody will give traditionally.
Exactly.
So why are you so far apart from the history of your people that you don't even know how to solve their problems? If we were in Lagos, we'll say, come and put them in skill acquisition center to learn tech. If you don't want to teach them tech in Ebonyi, the land's there. Don't waste it.
Give them what to use.
Give them what to use with it. Give them credit to start businesses. Ebonyi is not far from where's it called, Aba, where they do so many Nigerian made things.
This thing is happening.
Give them something, and it's just a bit of research.
It's about thinking.
A little bit, but a lot of. Okay, go on.
Let me take this call because it's the same person that called before that we did not speak then. Welcome to the show again. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Hello. We're struggling to hear you. Oh. We can't hear you, so sorry. You were talking about creativity and research. What I feel has happened to a lot of our politicians is that they say give them what they want. Don't give them what you think they need.
They don't want that. They don't want 500.
So they would, but they want money. I am of the opinion that you cannot give people what they want. You give them what you believe they need. People might be so hungry that they would be grateful for 500 right now, naira. Yes. But you are not hungry.
Long term.
Honorable Oga has MSc. You didn't just graduate. You graduated. You went to do MSc. You've done
school for the MSc.
Let's now say you have enough intelligence that you're able to convince your people that you represent them, and you now want to support them and empower them, even if they are so poor that 500 naira is a big deal for them. You will look at them and give them a sense of self-esteem higher than 500 naira. If I might be willing to crawl on the floor for 500 naira, and the person that want to give you say, don't crawl on the floor, stand up, stand up, stand up. You are more than this. You are more than this. You will give the person sense of dignity. No, don't queue up for 500. You are more than this. That's what we're meant to do, because the biggest battle is in the mind. And if we can free Nigerians mentally to be able to create solutions and build wealth, the government would have more than enough from taxing human beings, rather than trying to struggle from petrol and from crude oil to be using to pay FAC. And we have so many state governors who are not thinking, like you said, because they are not generating income from their country, from their states. I think they have. Yeah. Honestly.
So it makes you wonder.
Final words.
It really makes you wonder if this is intentional. This constant setup to try and put people in a perpetual state of receive for the here and now, when you know they can be so much more. Is this intentional, such that when the time comes around and we need to curry favor, we need to curry votes, we can do the hand, it's rinse and repeat, because it gets them the results that they want. The minute people are mentally free, like you said, they can think for themselves, they can earn for themselves, they will call their own shots. And if they say, we don't want you in power, we don't want you in power. But when a hungry man is going to the polls, then he knows that he has to face Bella infrastructure first.
But you know, the people in those kind of areas, like in the rural areas, we don't know better. We don't know better. So there has to be a mindset. Yes, a mindset shift that they need to understand that these people are responsible to provide certain things, wherever for them, to know that they have to be comfortable, because they have been given money to do those things for them. So they are supposed to ask them, ask what are the things that ask them. They will give them. They've given them manifesto. They've told them what they're going to do for them. So they should ask them, why haven't you done this? You say you're going to do borehole. Where is the borehole? You say you're going to do this.
I'm even tired of the borehole. Honorable Oga, you can do better. You have been called out. I would love a response from you on why you gave 500 naira, how demeaning and dehumanizing it is, and I would love an explanation.
Why you capture them for video? What was
an explanation from you as well? That's what we can take on the show, on this segment of the show. We'll take a break. We still have a very packed, interesting show for you. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Now hope
carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit in no fit scatter. Hope now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija,
your freedom na promise.
Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Eastland. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on SocialVille.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that. They will not rest.
I go shook on for you.
You already know the vibes. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
From Lagos to the world, TVC Communications has been nominated for its very first international award, the prestigious AIB. It's a recognition of our voice, vision, innovation, and relentless drive to push beyond boundaries. TVC Communications, Nigerian excellence on the world stage.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow. Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land. Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Air Peace continues to make waves in Nigeria's aviation industry, and this time it's with a milestone that captured national attention. The airline recently launched its Abuja-London Heathrow route, becoming the first indigenous carrier to secure such a prestigious international connection. This expansion not only strengthens Air Peace's growing global footprint, but also marks a proud moment for Nigeria's aviation sector. So joining us on today's show, a special feature is the chairman and CEO of Air Peace, Mr. Allen Onyema, to discuss. Please, let's very well deserved.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We're going to be discussing the significance of this achievement, what it means for travelers and the industry, and how Air Peace is positioning itself as a major player on the global stage. So welcome to the show once again, sir. We're excited to have you.
Good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Air Peace has recently made history. I think I took the story and I was like, I even called out the Minister of Aviation that First Tiago is impressing, he's being impressive, you know, and how significant is this milestone, you know, for you? How significant is it for the Nigerian aviation industry at large?
Well, thank you for having me here, and I have to, give gratitude, glory and honor to God Almighty for everything, first of all. And let me pay compliments to our president who made it happen. APs applied to go to London 7 years ago or 8 years ago, and it never happened. So I'm not a sycophant, and you all know that I'm not afraid of anybody. So when I say something, I mean it with my full chest. It's not about sycophancy. And I continue saying it, no matter whose ox is God, I don't give a damn. Without the disposition of this president towards indigenous investments, this couldn't have happened. Mr. President gave Keyamo a marching order, and the young minister never relented one bit in making sure that the mandate of Mr. President was carried out to the letter. Why didn't we get it 8 years ago? I applied 8 years ago to go to London. I bought the planes. We had everything. So why did it happen so quickly in succession? We got London Gatwick. Heathrow was seeming impossible. The presidency did it. We got Heathrow. Besides that, we also got Gatwick again for Abuja. So this is the first time a Nigerian carrier will be, debuting into both most powerful air corridors in the United Kingdom. It's the first time. So we are doing both Lagos, London, Gatwick, Delhi, Abuja, London, Delhi, through Heathrow and Gatwick also. Some days Gatwick, some days Heathrow. So we give choices to people. The significance of this whole thing is you are creating more jobs. You're lowering the fares for our people.
So
if people bought before now $13,000 business class, and APIS brought it down to 3,000 because APIS belongs to Nigerians. It's about patriotism. We are not looking at money. It's about money. If I had put about $8,000, people would say, oh, it's cheaper, and they'll still buy. But I knew that I could cut the cost if I do 3,000 for my people, and that's what we're doing. This is when a government and the private sector are working together, and when the government is very sincere towards developing the private sector, because without the private sector, no country develops. There's a private sector that runs the aspirations and the visions of any government anywhere in the world. What we've been having is most presidents will want to succeed, but it's the appointees of government what they are frustrated. I remember the late Buhari, what he told me when I went to meet him. May he so rest in peace. A gentleman, he was very, very interested in having a peace do things. And may he so rest in peace. But who were the people now going to carry it out? That's another thing. In this case, Keyamo is everywhere, trying to do things to make sure the mandate of Mr. President is carried out. So if I start talking about the significance today, we won't live here.
let me interrupt you. So you talked about applying 8 years ago. And can you walk us through what it took logistically or diplomatically to secure the Heathrow slot, which is known as one of the toughest airspace to access?
Yeah, there's what we call international aero politics. Somehow it's dirty also. Every country tries to protect its own. And there's nothing wrong there. There's nothing wrong there. So now we have a president who not only gives you the marching orders, but watches over you and makes sure that these things are implemented. So it was a lot of diplomatic hurdle. At the time, it led into threats came in at the time. Like, if you don't do this for our carrier APs, we can do this to your own whatever. Then of course, you need to get TCO, the Tech Country Operators Permit. So even if the government smoothens everything for you, you as an airline must be qualified to go into that airspace. They will have to come and audit you. Europe will audit you. Britain will audit you. If you don't pass that audit, it's not the fault of anybody anymore. So they were invited. They audited APs. They gave validated APs, 100%. And our safety records are so much.
So many Nigerians have described this as a national win. How does APs see its role in representing the country internationally?
Well, we see it even as a privilege that your country presented you in the first place. That the federal government said, you represent us here. That's a welcome privilege in the first place. It's not a right. It's not a right. And for our people, 95% of Nigerians are so happy with APs. You don't expect everybody not to be happy with you. 95% of the people are very happy with us. And it's a thing of pride, national pride for us. It's no longer APs. It's Nigeria now we're talking about. APs belongs to Nigeria. And Nigerians own APs. It's not just Alan Oyema and family. If it's about me, if I sell one of the aircraft, the money I will make, maybe my children will not work again. I'll just go to one island and rest. But when you look at the faces of thousands of people, you created a platform for them to feed themselves and their families. That is what motivates us in the family. Not about money, because in aviation, it's a thin line between success and failure. The margins are very, because everything is in dollar, everything is you can take off and a bird hits your engine. That is it.
That's it.
If it is a 777 engine that is kaput, you're talking about over $20 million.
Wow.
If it is for one engine, if it is these are brand new E2 Embraer, that's $17 million.
Wow.
Then all those 73, the older ones, the 737, you talk about 3 million, 4 million, or E145, about $2 million. How much have you made for that day? And these things happen constantly.
Yeah. So can you share with us a bit about Airpeace growth and scaling? Because that is very evident. How would you say it aligns or is in tangent with the government's efforts to really strengthen local aviation?
Yeah, you see, first of all, it's a capital-intensive industry. Make no listen about it. Make no mistake about it. It's a capital-intensive industry, but the banks are there. You need to have financial discipline and financial integrity for the banks to be with you. It's not that I kept some billions somewhere and every time is my money, is my money. No, sometimes we go to the banks to borrow. You know, Nigerian banks before Airpeace, we are not lending money anymore. To airlines because of not so good incidents of the past where people borrowed money and they never paid and they packed up. But Fidelity Bank reposed a lot of confidence in us. We borrowed
we know of that relationship.
We borrowed from the first day because of my antecedents, other businesses I was doing before, and banking with them. So they were reluctant, but they said, but this is Alan. Instead Alan will do anything wrong, you rather not even take the money. So I was the one that suggested to them, listen to this, it's very important for every business to grow. You need to give your financier or your bank some comfort also. The problem we have in Nigeria is that some people take bank money and they think it's nobody's money. No, it's somebody's money. So what we did with Fidelity was that I suggested, I was the one, not them, to create a sinking fund. For example, if my repayment is 100 million every month, 100 million naira, I told Fidelity, you know what, let's create a sinking fund. I will never have control over that fund. It's in our name, Airpeace, but we don't have control over it. I want at the end of every business day, let 10 million naira go into that. I'm just giving you an example. So we created it. As I sit down here, I don't know where my loans are paid. I don't feel any pain.
The structure.
Yes, the structure is there. So at the end of every day, maybe 10 million goes in. But remember, I'm only going to pay back 100 million every month. But at the end of the month, I have 300 million. They'll take the 100 million. You still have 10 times 30, that extra 200 million remaining in the account.
For 2 months ahead.
I don't even, no, I don't even touch it. We don't touch it. We continue doing that. Maybe I borrowed 2 billion. At the end of the year, I've paid 100 times 12, that is 1.2. But I still have 2.4 in the account.
Which means you can expand even further.
I'll now call Fidelity and say, you know what? Because of this interest rate, I don't want again. Take your remaining 800 million, and I'll take my 1.6 billion. I'll go and buy another plane. I'll buy it with my own money now. The next one, I come again, I borrow. I continue doing it. That's
this
why
is business strategy. This is business masterclass.
I'm saying it to the whole world. The whole world is watching me. I'm not lying. If I'm lying, the books are there.
And it helps with negotiation. Now, somebody is probably going to use this as a negotiating tool to get secure loan.
The books are there. Fidelity keyed into us when nobody believed. And when they started seeing it happen, they got more interested. This is the growth of Airpeace you're talking about. That is why we've bought over almost 40 planes today. Then we have over 26 planes on order, brand new.
Congratulations. So we'll take a quick break.
Very nice.
A commercial break. When we return, we continue with this conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
From Lagos to the world, TVC Communications has been nominated for its very first international award, the prestigious AIB. It's a recognition of our voice, vision, innovation, and relentless drive to push beyond boundaries. TVC Communications, Nigerian excellence on the world stage.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We cash. The game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent,
even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow. Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. We still have the CEO of Airpeace, Alan Onyema, and we're discussing the Airpeace story. One question I want to ask you is, you know, Airpeace has built a strong reputation on being affordable, and then the question is, how do you maintain this affordability without compromising service quality? Because I checked travel to London, and I saw going 515,000 naira, and every other airline I checked, and we're talking
Naira
515,000 naira. It was 515 one way. It was
one way. Okay.
One way, 515. I was even me, I was shocked. I looked at it again. I'm like, what's going on here?
Return 1 million.
Return was about 1 million, and for other companies,
it was more than that.
Times 2, times 3. So how do you maintain quality service even as you remain affordable?
Yeah, you know, I was talking about the strategy we were using development financing. And before you went on break,
yes.
To show you what we've done, I'm just trying to be, I don't want to be boastful here, but I said so that other upcoming entrepreneurs will learn from that. Financial integrity is very important. Credibility is very important. You know, people need to trust you. Now, Zenith Bank, within the last 6 months, came to Airpeace, we want to do business with you. Zenith Bank in the last 6 months financed the new 777 you are seeing. that latest one was financed by Zenith Bank.
Wow.
They financed about 3 aircraft within a space of 5 months.
5 months, wow.
And they're asking you, come, we don't want to do business with you. Because some people might see that it's not about being envious or anything. Do it this way, and people will come to you. Now, we look at the cost of operations. For me, I love this country. I love our diversity, over 378 ethnic nationalities that make up this country. I love this place. I don't, even my children, the school I brought, I make sure, even if it's 2 days break, you must come back to Nigeria. They all love Nigeria. My daughter, Nena, is the one handling the international operations.
Wow.
Which is all over the place, you know, doing fantastic work. They love this place. They don't even want to go to the UK. She's supposed to be spending her time in the UK doing this, doing that, but no. She will come here, maybe hop onto the plane the next morning, come back the next morning. They love it here. This is a great country.
Yeah.
So what we are doing is to contribute to the well-being of our country. It's not about fleecing the people, but recovery of costs is very, very important. So we look at the cost of operations, we charge accordingly. It does not mean that 1 million will be every seat on that aircraft, but it starts from 1 million. But you see a situation where you have majority of the people paying 1 million. At the end of the day, if we cover the cost and some margins, when you talk about costs, you take even your workforce into consideration, fueling, catering, and I know one thing about aviation, even the small, all those hard cakes they serve people on local, they tell you how much they, because everything about aviation is expensive. The bottle of water you drink, when you buy it from even the 5-star hotel, the cost is far lower than when it's on the aircraft.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a different thing. You're paying.
I never leave my bottle. If they give me, I hold it.
So it's not as if we put out a fare there and go out deliberately and lose. No, it must be very. It's a calculatable risk.
Okay, so let's talk about your model, some of your models. How does Airpeace adopt and sustain a customer-centric model? How do you navigate challenges around that, especially as your network continues to grow internationally?
Yeah, we bring about, we engender a lot of trainings in Airpeace. Okay. There are no 2 weeks or 1 month that you have one customer service training going on. People come in case people are into customer service training, you can apply. We keep on bringing Nigerians to train our people. We domicile it here because yes, want to encourage local participation in whatever we are doing. So a lot of training is always going on now and then. But again, you still have some people that misbehave. Yes, you still have some people that misbehave. So it's normal.
Okay. So with all of these things, of course, we'll talk about the safety. Safety is always a top priority in aviation. How does Airpeace maintain international safety standards?
Now, when you talk about safety, let me shock the world. Do you know I have flight phobia?
Wow. I thought I was the only one.
I have
this one is face your fears.
Yeah.
So every time you fly, you get the jitters.
I have flight phobia. Let me tell you something. I have flight phobia. And because I have flight phobia, since I floated Airpeace, let anybody tell me any airline, if I've entered any other airline except Airpeace. When I went to Brazil during the presidential visit to Brazil, I took one because, you know, the smaller planes cannot go to Brazil. They cannot cross the Atlantic. They don't have such endurance. I took a 777 that carries almost 400 people. Only me and 2 of my staff. If I want to go to America now, I'll bring out one of my planes and one of the 777.
You trust it if you're so good life.
Now, because of the kind of maintenance, you need to visit one day our maintenance store. What we have here is billions. Billions. It's PwC that audits Airpeace. I'm not talking for the sake of... when it comes to safety, we are safety-centric. Remember, Airpeace has acquired IOSA 6 consecutive times, non-stop. Within 2 years of operation, in 2016, we started. We never failed anyone. We've been getting it. Some airlines fail now, even foreign airlines. We've never failed. And IATA said that Airpeace is second to none. That the same standard. When you look at the countries that have validated APs, that's a testament to our safety standards. Israeli aerospace is the toughest in the world. APC is the first airline in the whole of West Africa that has been allowed to fly into Israel, commercial flight, non-direct flight. Israel audited APs. China audited APs. We flew China every Wednesday. India audited APs. Then of course Europe, the entire Europe audited us, and we passed. Europe will not allow you to overfly their airspace with a commercial aircraft if your safety standards is down.
It's a thing of joy to see a local business, a Nigerian business that is proudly going global, and we definitely would continue to support. But we're going to we'll take a break. When we return, we'll ask questions regarding bureaucracy and government. Because
that's where I wanted to go.
Yeah, well, let's go on the break. When we come back, we'll go there. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
To keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect,
Sound, are you ready?
and the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So we'll still have with us Mr. I just feel like it should be like MON,
No,
CON. Because I just feel I cannot just call your name like that.
Doctor, I'm a doctor too.
Yes, but I wanted to ask you about government bureaucracy.
But I don't really care about it.
You don't titles. Okay, well, that shows leadership. The government's involvement, because aviation is highly regulated, and considering how regulated aviation is, it's almost impossible for you not to have dealings with the government on a consistent basis. Have you been impacted by, has Nigeria happened to you negatively?
Should I ask that question? So there have been claims that some agencies or officials of government deliberately frustrate private investment in aviation, and you are the person that I believe can dispel the lie or tell the truth about it, because you're in the middle of it. Is this truly a problem?
You see, it's a problem. It's a problem. And you find that in every government in Nigeria, where some appointees of government, or even some government agencies, even the legislature, some committees might try to use their position to demean you or attack you and send all manner of invitations. We receive all manner of invitations, some very stupid ones, some very foolish invitations. You'll be asking yourself, that somebody entered flight and say you should come and explain why my flight is not because you're a member of the parliament. I think that is absolutely stupid. So sometimes they do these things not knowing that they are demeaning the country, because aviation is one aviation worldwide.
Yes.
Aviation is one sector you shouldn't lie. If you lie now that you are, just like you saw the Air Nigeria thing, if you lie now that your aircraft is in the Gambia, it's very easy to find out. You just take the tail range of that aircraft. You see it's like, you can see my planes, the one going from coming into the country today or maybe going out of the country, you can track it. So it's one aviation, the same safety regulations all over, as engendered by ICAO. So when you come here, you see a lot of people thinking, when they see crowd of people at the airport, or maybe you think you're making so much money, there are people out there wanting to bring you down, this pull him down syndrome. It's everywhere. But we had so much of it in the past. In this government, we don't have much of it. We don't have much of it. We had so much of it in the past. And then aviation, I'm talking about aviation now. The ease of doing business is back in the aviation sector. Every waiver we asked the president, we got as AON.
Fantastic.
We have some on his table because I have to say, I think he's a businessman and he understands the pain of entrepreneurs. He understands the pain of entrepreneurs and he has really helped aviation for the first time. For the first time. For those who think it's psychophancy, it is not. For the first time.
You are sharing your own personal story.
Nigerians will be getting the first, in fact, the first dry lease aircraft coming to Nigeria in the last 15 years was just signed yesterday. The plane painted in AP's colors already. It was the federal government that made it happen. It was the federal government that made it. He didn't say I'm an Igbo man. And the federal government signed to AirCap. The minister signed on behalf of the federal government.
Oh no, you mentioned during the break about what happened in Brazil, where you had a partnership that you were not aware of.
In fact, I just came down from a flight coming from Abuja, and I received a call from His Excellency Dr. Abiodun. He said, "Ale, where are you?" I said, "I'm in Nigeria." That was when the president traveled before that presidential visit. I think they went for, there was this other thing they went for, either BRICS or they went for BRICS. He said the president had just told the president of Brazil that Air Peace was going to, meanwhile, I didn't talk to Mr. President. He went there and marketed Air Peace himself.
Found it.
So tell me why I will not say it. The greatest sin is the sin of ingratitude. Even God deserves praise. So the president on his own made that selection and said, my airline will come. So when they were going for the presidential distinct, BASA, that's the Bilateral Air Services Agreement, was going to be part of this. Then I was invited. And when he came, he saw me put hand on his chest and say, Onyema. He was so happy when he saw my aircraft. He landed and saw my aircraft packed side by side his own. So he is supporting businesses no matter where you come from. At least in aviation, I can attest to that. And I'm sure the other sectors will be the same, with the same story. If the federal government can do remove all the things that are making it impossible for Nigerian airlines to access, because to access lease, dry lease. There are two types of leases, dry lease and wet lease. Wet lease is very expensive. That is when the airline will come here and fly for you. It's very, no airline uses that on a permanent basis. Dry lease is the way to go. All these big airlines you see all over the world, they don't own their planes.
Yes.
Those planes, they can tell Boeing, oh, we need 777-50. Then a financier, a lessor will come in, pay for them, and lease back to them. So when you cry about capacity in the past, Nigerian airlines, they don't have capacity. What are you doing about it?
Policy.
What are you doing about it? Now this government came in and said, we are going to develop Nigerian airlines to have that capacity. And this president has done it. We started receiving dry lease. Festus Keyamo is all over. The greatest thing this president did was the appointment of Keyamo. Because it's like appointing a rampage into a round hole. And that's what is happening.
I thought I did not believe it.
You said it yesterday.
Because we don't speak. I felt that
all of us were saying, where's the lawyer? But I'm a lawyer too. I'm a lawyer too. But what's the lawyer doing as Minister of Aviation? But and one good thing about him is he listens. When he listens, you learn very fast. I was not an aviator before. But I want anybody to come and challenge me worldwide. Nobody. Nobody can challenge me about my knowledge in aviation.
Okay, so yes, so I wanted to ask that how does the airline manage challenges like weather disruptions or airspace congestion? Airspace congestion, sorry.
Okay, you know, sometimes in Nigeria they accuse us of flight delays. Flight delays are not synonymous with Nigerian airlines, not synonymous with airpeace. One thing people forget is this. You might wake up in the morning, if the weather disrupts your first flight in the morning, the whole of that day you can never recover.
The trajectory of the entire day, yes.
You can never recover. So if you have any weather-related issue in the morning and it delays your flight for 1 hour, know that before the end of the day, it might even build up to 3 hours for subsequent flights. Because an aircraft is supposed to go to several places. Maybe it flies about 6 flights or 8 flights in a day. So if you start in the morning,
and there's a problem.
The other 8 flights are...
People probably don't understand this.
They don't understand it. And again, passengers also are not very cooperative in Nigeria. So we don't run aviation the way it's supposed to be run in this country. For example, if weather is the cause of the cancellation, I'm not supposed to give you hotel for a domestic flight. No, if weather is the first major. It's first major, so I'm not supposed to give you hotel. Now,
we need to bring you back and discuss this particular thing that we don't know about.
So all over the world, if weather, especially for domestic operations, and again, if in the evening you have weather and you couldn't go, you go back to your home. The airline will tell you, reschedule to the next available date. It is not you that will reschedule for the person. You can just go to the counter, whichever date that is available.
So we also need
But in Nigeria, look at what happens.
Of our
exactly. Look at what happens in Nigeria. Where weather happens, Nigerians will tell you, now we go first flight tomorrow morning. Remember, this is not charter operations, it's scheduled operations. So tomorrow now, if you don't fly, then they'll barricade everywhere, cause more disruptions for you.
There's a new department you need to set up, customer education department.
Oh yeah, it's very important.
Can educate the customers who don't know all of
the inner workings.
It was a real pleasure having you on the show. We've gotten masterclass on aviation industry,
financing,
and financing. Very important. We also realize that the government isn't just playing lip service to supporting local businesses.
Coming from him.
Very good one. So thank you for showing your gratitude and thank you for sharing your knowledge, with us. That's all we can take on this segment of the show. When we return, we continue with another topic. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
Oh, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it. You'll feel like you're right there with me.
Aww.
From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
Yaa Ashantewa was born on 17th October 1814 Bisiase, present-day Ghana. The daughter of Kwaku Ampoma and Atapo, her brother Afran Epanin became the chief of Edweso, a nearby community. After a childhood without incident, she cultivated crops on the land around Boankra. She entered a polygamous marriage with a man from Kumasi, with whom she had a daughter. She was appointed by her brother, Nana Akwasi Afrane Opese, ruler of Edweso. When her brother died in 1894, Yaa Ashantewa used her right as Queen Mother to nominate her own grandson as Eji Suhene, when the British exiled her grandson to the Seychelles in 1896.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. The twist that set tongues waging across Nigeria's political space, Senator Akpoti Oduaga of Kogi Central is back in the spotlight. And this time, not for confrontation, rather for what many see as unexpected act of reconciliation. The very outspoken lawmaker has invited Senate President, let me give Senate President Akpabio to a project commissioning ceremony in Ihama, Kogi State to mark a second anniversary in the Senate. Her letter read aloud by Akpabio during plenary instantly stirred reaction. This comes months after their high-profile clash that led to a 6-month suspension and one of the most talked about disciplinary moments in recent Senate history. For supporters, the invitation marks a political maturity, a woman choosing to take development and dialogue over division. They say that it takes a lot of courage to stretch a hand to the very man who once kept her out of her chambers. Well, critics are saying buying the peace narrative is so easy. To them, this is pure political theater. A calculated move to soften her image and reclaim influence and test the Senate President's temperament in public. Yes. After all, Natasha's earlier outburst and defiance were seen as a personal embarrassment to Akpabio's leadership. Now, the big question is what everybody is asking. Should Akpabio attend? Would showing up signal statesmanship, forgiveness, unity, or would it be seen as bowing to former critic who once challenged his authority? Either way, all eyes are on Ihima this Sunday. We are all watching, where politics, pride, and public perception will collide under one tent. What are your thoughts on this? Join the conversation by calling us on 020-1635-2013. It's right there on your screen. We'd love to hear your opinion. But before we hear yours, Nima's drama is too much on it. Nima's drama Your drama is too much. You're not in Hollywood. Say your opinion.
You know how many times I read this thing?
Am I spending me?
The video of him reading it on the floor of the house.
I didn't watch the video. What was his face like? Was he happy?
The face is that face that I kept trying to see what it to read.
Yeah.
What is happening inside his head? Mind? I mean, we don't know the nature of what we were accused of. It's the nature. But you see now, this is going to be a test of his grace in the office of the person. You know that your personality and the office you hold are two separate things. So you know how he carries himself, that temperament, details of the temperament, that thing you talk that time. That's the thing that is happening here.
They are showing the video clip.
That cameraman, this is the view the man gave. The man wants to give us a frontal view of the Senate President, but was carrying cap side. What is happening in Senator Akpabio's mind?
But
because you know, let me now be very objective. When Senator Natasha came out with the sexual nature accusation, people took sides. People like Reno Mokri came and said, do not trust her accusation. Is not the first time. Senator Akpabio's wife, as a good wife, she come out to defend her husband. It's not my husband. You know, other people came out and said, Senator Akpabio, waiting, you have done it before. He does not have respect for women. You know, and this man had to sit at the house and carry on his duties.
Despite that level of allegation against
He's
him.
in drag. He confused Nigerians. See, today we don't know the truth of the matter.
His case is still in court, safe.
He's still in court. We don't know the truth of the matter. But let me just think that Senator Natasha is inviting the Senate. Not
Senate president.
Not the person.
Yes, not the person. Yes. Because this thing is going to test. You know, he might just send his deputy Senate president to represent him, and he'll still be graced in himself. But I don't know. I just want to enter inside his wardrobe. I enter inside his suit.
You want to hear what he's saying.
I want to know what he's saying.
I want to be a fly on the wall. Your drama is too much. Let me face Chika.
I mean, I'm just as confused as anyone else. These are interesting times. You know, it caught a lot of people off guard. You can't blame people for really having mixed feelings. You know, this issue was one that actually, you know, defined the Senate for the longest time. And so I personally think that this is a chess, not checkers move. I think that she has displayed a huge level of emotional intelligence, or the appearance of it. You know, when you reach out to someone who you've had squabbles with, whether it is genuinely, you know, an act of reconciliation or it's just for optics, she has shown that, there's no bitterness here, you know. Sometimes it's about showing that we can fight and we can still sit at the table as long as it's for the common good. So now what is left to be seen is his response, his reactions. Is it going to be I mean, all of this, I know that there's probably something that we're not seeing, but from face value, it appears as though, she has portrayed herself to be a good statesman, and then now we will now see the hand that Senator Akpabio is going to play.
So my question to Ramatu is going to be a bit different, because I remember that when we started discussing this topic, right from when the news broke, Ramatu was of the opinion, she's just fighting, she should not fight, that she should make peace. That's the best way to resolve is to make peace. So are you happy with this move of making peace? Do you see it as making peace? Or do you think she's still doing, let me just throw the ball out there, let's see how it will behave?
No, she's making peace. I think
you believe she's making peace.
She's believing. And if I were him, I'll go. I'll wear my best outfit.
Your Sunday best.
Yes, he's as he's entering, anytime because just be carrying it up like this, carry like that with my fine cap. Go sit down, commission whatever it is. Is it a project or something like this?
Yes,
commission. She will cut the ribbon. She will cut the ribbon and clap and be happy, because this is not about, like we said, they are sitting for the people. So it's not just about themselves, but about the people. So it's something that it's something that is I really commend her. It's a very good one.
Interesting.
So what do you want to add? What do you want to add?
So when senators commission their constituency projects, it is their project, it is their event. Now they commission the project, and they are not of the same party. The Senate president is from APC, she is PDP. So
but they've invited you. People invite presidents, invite governors.
Because now they are saying if you wear agbada, you should do like this.
So Sema,
if he didn't come, heaven will not fall. It didn't mean that he didn't have grace. He can send one of the majority leaders. He can send the deputy Senate president. Because you know that he was doing something, or they were doing something, and bring all this thing on. In the nature of the thing that happened, Gegem, she said that they were commissioning something. He had invited. They are opening house opening. What's the nature of that accusation?
Yes,
that he suggestively held her hand while her husband was coming from behind. You guys, so I'm not going to come here and come and be saying he magnanimously invited. They avoid trouble.
Okay.
So I'm not saying she's lying.
I'm
not saying
for you will say Senate president. Extending grace would mean that he should send someone.
Accept the
invitation, send someone. That's extending
and send
grace.
a note that they will read on your behalf.
Ramatu feels that Senate president showing up shows a level of maturity and ownership of the house. I feel like everybody
for the people is motion on the floor of the house.
Yes,
for women.
After at the end of when they had already,
she didn't have her words
together.
You know, she could and he asked for somebody to second it. He just dealt with the business of the house as business.
Which is what should be.
And Senator Shomole graciously seconded. There was this subtle smirk happening around it. And they like watch plenary well.
Jesus, anyone likes drama. Taking it on face value. Taking it on face value. There are many sides to this story. But I feel that whoever advised Senator Akpabio to send this letter was a good advice. I think that since she's back in plenary and back in her chambers, let's get back to the business of representing our people. pending when the case is resolved in court, whatever happens there, let's get back to representing our people. And for us to represent our people, we would work together. Yes, we work together. So that invitation for me can be seen as olive branch. I'm extending the olive branch. What are they saying in YouTube?
Mina TP5 says, Akpabio shouldn't attend such hefty career ruining accusation. What kind of nonsense olive branch is that one? Yak says he can attend his special assistant on legislative matters also. Somebody is liking Chika's accent. Nima says Natasha has failed to provide any evidence to support her claim. Just lots of social media noise and buzz. Time that could have been used to achieve meaningful change for her constituents. Andrew says then the Nigerian government should let him increase flights. Okay, talking about the previous topic.
There were lots of messages from the previous topic that we didn't take. Apologies on that.
Sakori Michael, I know like I dislike you because sometimes I slight you. He says, which kind no bitterness here? Question is there. Put a question mark. Can Akpabio can never forgive Natasha. Now you be Akpabio. Oladidi says it's obvious that a heart of hearts, Natasha fancies Akpabio. It's not the same dynamic when there is positive love tension.
So I feel another thing that I think we should discuss is when people say that the Senate President should be magnanimous and attend personally, and the fact that these people are senators, they are not just personal. It's not a personal feeling alone. There is also office responsibilities. And so to ensure that peace reigns going forward, we do need that olive branch received and handshake happen. And please, let's stop speculating negatively and fanning the flames on social media. There's no need. We are at the point where somebody has extended this grace and say, please show up for my commissioning. Nothing, don't read anything beyond it. Let's stop speculating and trying to color it in different ways, because at the end of the day, if she works, our citizens enjoy. If he doesn't, that's we will all, the entire country suffers. So
this whole issue of Natasha didn't submit any evidences, it's in the court, so the court will decide. I think personally it's a case of damn for him, but for the Senate President, it's a case of damned if you do and damned if you don't. So I think that the onus is on him to show that, like you've said, there is a position attached to my persona, and in this position I will display strength, I will display camaraderie, and I will work. For as long I can put personal sentiments aside and do the work, the work of showing up, as you have said.
Yeah, innocent.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what we can take on the show today. It's been a very packed week.
I like Chika's English to close this. But it's I that Snail used to watch his head.
Oh gosh, that's deep. Welcome to the end of a very busy week on Your View.
Wash your head.
It's Friday, right?
It's Friday. Tomorrow you meet the pigeon ladies.
Yes.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.